Reprogram your mind. We've all been there, slumped on the couch, scrolling through our phones, or making excuses to put things off. Sometimes you want to do everything, but you feel like your energy is drained. That's exactly when knowing what to do is crucial. Motivation is like a muscle. You need to work it out, and sometimes you need to know how to work it out. Now, I'll tell you a secret. Getting your motivation back is in your hands. How? Today, I'm sharing effective psychological techniques that I've tried and tested to help you regain your motivation. Get ready, because we're about to change your life. When life throws us curveballs, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and lose our motivation. The key is to set small, easily achievable goals instead of trying to climb a huge mountain. I call these small wins, and believe me, they can be game changers in regaining your motivation. Imagine a marathon runner. Instead of focusing on the finish line, they concentrate on 1 mile at a time. Each milestone is a victory to celebrate, a source of motivation that pushes them forward. The same goes for you. For example, let's take that big project you've been putting off for weeks. It seems daunting, right? Now, break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. It could be creating an outline, writing one section, or even just doing some research. Every time you complete one of these small wins, your brain releases a burst of dopamine, a reward hormone that makes you feel good and want more. This creates an upward spiral. The more small wins you achieve, the more motivated you become, which leads to achieving bigger goals. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. By breaking down your big dreams into small steps and celebrating every victory along the way, you can maintain your motivation and achieve extraordinary results. Ask yourself this question: what small victory can I achieve today that will bring me closer to my big goal? Find the answer and take action. Start small, be consistent, and let success find you. Your brain loves a reward system. When we achieve something, our brain releases dopamine, which makes us feel good. This was crucial for our ancestors' survival. It motivated them to find food, build shelter, and escape danger. The same system applies today, only our dangers and rewards have changed a bit. Here's how to use the dopamine hack to boost your motivation. When you complete a task, give yourself a small reward. This could be something as simple as listening to your favorite song, taking a short walk, having a cup of coffee, or watching a funny video. The key is to connect the reward to the task. This way, your brain learns that work results in pleasure, which motivates you to be more productive. Now, make sure this isn't just a one-time thing. Consistency is key here. The more you implement this small reward system, the more positive associations your brain makes, and the more your motivation increases. Remember, reprogramming your brain takes time, but it's worth the effort. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and celebrate small victories. Soon, you'll notice your motivation increasing, and you'll be moving towards your goals. Chapter 3. Success Environment. Change your surroundings, change your life. Your environment speaks louder than your potential. Have you ever heard that saying? It's so true. If we constantly surround ourselves with negative, unmotivated people, we absorb their energy and lose our own motivation. Imagine a flower garden. There are beautiful flowers, sunlight, and fresh air. Now, put a piece of rotten fruit in the middle of that garden. What happens? The rot spreads and affects the nearby flowers too. The same applies to us. Negative people are like that rotten fruit. They drain our energy and damage our motivation. On the other hand, positive, supportive people are like sunlight and fresh air. They nourish us and help us grow. So, what should we do? Simple. Change your environment. Step away from people who bring you down and surround yourself with people who motivate, support, and inspire you. These could be your friends, family, colleagues, or even online communities. The important thing is to be surrounded by people who make you feel good and encourage you to achieve your goals. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely who you spend your time with. Chapter 4. The 5-second rule. Stop procrastinating, take action now. Procrastination is the biggest enemy of motivation. We've all been there. We want to do something, but we somehow talk ourselves out of it. That's exactly where the 5-second rule comes in. Here's how it works. When you want to do something, but your brain tries to stop you, start counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When the countdown ends, take action immediately. It's that simple. The countdown acts as a distraction that prevents your brain from putting you into procrastination mode. It doesn't give you time to think, it just makes you do it. You can use the 5-second rule for small things. like getting out of bed, taking a cold shower, or making an important phone call, or for bigger goals, like starting a business, writing a book, or running a marathon. The key is to stop thinking and start doing. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to start. Once you take the first step, the rest becomes much easier. Chapter 5. Remember the big picture. Find your why, find your motivation. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to lose sight of our goals and dreams. We feel overwhelmed, unmotivated, and lost. That's exactly when we need to remember our why. We need to remember why we embarked on this journey, why we want to achieve these goals, and how success will make us feel. Seeing the big picture can give us the motivation and inspiration we need to keep going during tough times. So, how can you remember your why? Write down your goals, visualize, read inspiring stories, or find quotes that boost your motivation. The important thing is to keep your why front and center and focus on it every day. Remember, when your why is strong enough, you'll find the how. You may encounter obstacles on your way to achieving your goals, but when you remember your why, you'll have the power to overcome those obstacles and move towards your dreams. There you have it. 5 powerful strategies you can use to regain your motivation and create the results you want in your life. Remember the methods we learned today. Achieve small wins, steer your brain in the right direction, change your environment, apply the 5-second rule, and see the big picture. Remember, motivation isn't something that happens overnight. It's a journey that requires conscious effort every day. But with the right tools and strategies, you can achieve your goals and create the life of your dreams. How do you regain your motivation? Share in the comments and subscribe for more content by liking this video. See you in the next video.